Oh, here it is. The sweet, sweet sound of me opening up another can.
Woo!
Down the back. There it is. The excitement. What is this?
Hey, wait, are you going to drink that?
I don't know. I almost forgot how to pour beer.
He missed the
You never knew.
Look at the. I clearly forgot how to pour beer. Look at the head on it. Guys, cheers.
Kicking it back old school. I love
Cheers,
it.
cheers to the cat. Hey, shout out to Brett's new kitten, possibly named Wally. We'll
Love
take
it.
Possibly named Orange Sherbet.
Or possibly orange sherbet. Yes.
Just sherbet.
Or you could just name it Pilsner.
I mean, Ellie wants me to name him Sherbet, so because she enjoys when I do Ernie voice and go Sherbet.
Sherbet. Guys, thank you for joining us. Kitty, thank you for joining us. This is Kitty's debut episode. Naming yet to be determined. We could just start a GoFundMe for naming the cat and let people donate to win the cat's naming rights. But
I think the cat's name's got to be Distance or something like that.
It's COVID, Corona the cat.
I have a friend who has a cat named Covey now because she wanted companionship during this troubling time.
There you go. Guys, this is exciting. Pouring a brew with you guys again.
All right, I gotta let him go chase the other cat.
Okay, I'll let you do that. Hi, Brett. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for joining on this Memorial Day Monday. And thank you to those who have served, but also as Memorial Day is meant to be for those who have given the ultimate sacrifice, thank you guys. Cheers. And
Cheers.
Now that I've got this, can I have like an America fuck yeah moment?
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. Wait. I light a cigar too.
Welcome back, Yusuf. Don't hold back.
Hold back. I would, but I think it's just the universe's way of saying you don't get to smoke today, Yusuf. Is the cigar lighter broke?
How does your body handle this sudden change in lifestyle?
I'll probably be asleep in 5 minutes. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Realistically, that's what's gonna happen. So
I thought you were just going to continuously roll out more and more vices, like bring in the hood.
I should have shotgunned this. By the way, we haven't gotten to the point where we ask everybody what they're drinking, and I would like to ask, what are you drinking? But I will start because I have two things open right now. I did get a can of the Hibiscus Lime Brewery Bright. It's only 3% ABV. It's only 75 calories, and it's only going to be around for the next 30 seconds or so as I chug it. So
Nice.
All right. Well, while you're chugging that, I am doing the Drecker Chunk. This is the Sunday Sour with strawberry and dark chocolate, and it is amazing. It looks like chocolate milk or strawberry chocolate milk, but it's amazing. Absolutely. It's not beer, but it's freaking awesome.
Nothing wrong with that.
Adam Green, what do you got?
I got All Together. It's the Bottle Logic, I believe, other half collab. Little IPA.
That is correct.
And Brett Berry?
About to open it. Spawn a verb.
Nice.
Nice.
Did you change hats, Brett?
Yeah, well, I had my pool yard hat on. I literally came from somebody's pool. I mean, I can leave this on if this is what the people want.
I was just curious because I'm pretty sure he looks different.
I like it.
It was the cat I was holding.
We don't really know what the people want at the moment. They haven't even told us what they're drinking. People, tell us what you're drinking. It's Memorial Day. If you're out of the right now, tell us. We want to know. If you're drinking pool water, great. Remember, it was hydrochloroquine, not chlorine, that would do you any good. So keep that in mind. Guys, it is good to be back. And it was nice for the end of the holidays to be on a Sunday so that I could join you guys for this special Monday episode. We're still social distancing. I still have not had a chance to wrap my arms around you guys, and I want to. But it turns out not everyone is still social distancing. Yesterday and Saturday, the clubs and bars were packed. Slim. It it was almost shocking.
Well, it's as if there's nothing happening, like nothing changed, right? Like there's no pandemic. Everything's normal again.
So I want to ask, because we've got people watching with us, have you gone out yet? Tell us if you've gone out. I mean, you guys saw my exposure to a handful of people was at Party Foul, our episode on Thursday, with the chefs back there, and with a very socially distant crowd at Casey's Woodshed. But like, I still don't know how anyone could go to like a day club or a nightclub right now. It just sounds insane to me.
Did you see the? I saw it on Twitter that there was like a Fox 10 reporter was out in Old Town the other night, and some drunk girl just walked up and put her hands on him and was like going coronavirus, and I'm like, as if I needed another reason to not go to Old Town.
Well, I mean, listen, just so you know, the first time I get to see you, I'm gonna walk up and go, Corona bread.
No, Yusuf, the first time you come to my house to see me, I know you're going to walk right past me to the new kitten.
100%. Totally.
Past the new kitten to the old kitten. And then after the old kitten, probably a beer. And then after that beer, maybe you.
Then he'll say hi to Ellie, give her a hug.
Yeah.
Can you blame me, though, man? I mean, can you blame me? Look at that thing.
That's a cute kitty.
I mean,
they started day drinking early.
But yeah, okay.
I like how Ren is judging the new kitty. Like, what?
No, Ren's back there going like, "Is that my bowl? Because if that's my bowl, we got problems."
That is her bowl.
Told you.
He though, to be fair, she has now. We've had him for like 36 hours, and she has gone into the room where keep kind of separating him in. And she's now peed twice and taken one shit in his tiny litter box, clearly asserting her dominance.
Oh boy!
Like when I went to hand off the kitten after the show started, Ellie was like, "She's shitting in his box right now."
Sounds about right.
Cat rivalry. I like it.
Well, that's usually how it goes.
Is it? I don't know cats.
Yeah. What happens when you bring a dog home?
I don't. My dog would kill it.
Well, great. Glad we got that figured out.
Yeah.
That's very cat of Dexter.
He's an only dog. He doesn't want a friend in the house.
Hey, I don't know if we got a chance to share this with all of our friends, but I am going to share it right now. And please do the same so that we can have all of our friends join us. I'm curious what everyone is doing. And if you're watching right now, please do the same. Share it so we can have all your friends join us to have a drink. But so have you gone out? I'm guessing none of us have really gone out outside of just hanging out with like a very small, slightly open circle of people, right?
Pretty much. Like a buddy of mine was in town. I had some friends. We did a little driveway, socially distant, get together on Friday night. It was like, I don't know, 8 of us or so. Like nothing crazy.
That's more than 6.
Yeah, but it's less than 10.
All right, fine.
And if you count 8 of us, and Tammy and I were 2 of those 8, so therefore there were only 6 other people that were. So, math. And then, like, there was a buddy of mine who came up to town from Tucson for the weekend, and we hung out yesterday, had some beer. But, like, goes back to what I think I said before. It's like, I trust certain people. I certainly don't trust the crowd in Old Town. Like.
Hey, and not because of the coronavirus. I just don't trust the crowd in Old Town.
Yeah. Like, you're going to get some disease from them. It may not be the corona, but it'll be something.
I was going to say, coronavirus is like number 6 on the list of diseases you're concerned about.
Yeah.
What do you think Adam Green's doing when he gets to Old Town? Just walking around swinging?
What else do you do in Old Town?
You spend a lot of money really quickly. Really quickly.
You go there. Yeah. Some people go to Old Town to hold their book club meeting and talk about Dickens.
And you know what? They have a very nice library there. Very nice. It's got a pretty love sign a lot of people take pictures at. So, yeah. So it's been it was interesting to see all that stuff come up. I know it was on the news. There were pictures and videos. I was looking on Snapchat last night. I saw the snaps of people hanging out at pool parties, at clubs, and then one of them was posted. There was like a tag, a little filter on Snapchat that said "No Rona in the Zona." Somebody made that.
I don't think that's accurate.
Yeah, somebody made no Rona in the Zona. And
I'm pretty sure
Wow.
we're like the third highest per capita number of cases, but you know.
Hey, if it's the filter says it, it must be true.
hey, as long as you take a photo with the filter, no problem. No Rona for you, my friend. It's like the soup Nazi. It's the Rona Nazi. No Rona for you.
It's like the Neurona section, please.
The no Rona section? Yeah, that's right over here. Please follow us. It walks you back out the exit.
Bunch of Ronasexuals out in Scottsdale last night.
I did do you guys follow the local anonymous Twitter celeb Clue Haywood on the Twitter machine? Because
Dude, he's frank.
he had a retweet of this picture, some girls in the back of a golf cart with the caption "Nature is healing."
Can you just send that to me so we can show it to our audience?
Yeah, that's probably the better way to do it.
Yeah, send it to me so I can show it to our audience more clearly, since we have technology now.
What are you talking
You
about?
and your science.
Adam, like in Tucson, are people like nature healing in Tucson?
Nature is healing quite well. No, it's funny. I'm sure that I just haven't seen the picture of some establishment letting the whole world in, but so far, like, everybody seems extremely reserved. The restaurants are doing a really good job around here. It appears that the plan is moving along, but also that's super anecdotally. I've seen a couple of places and talked to a couple of friends who are doing it, but like, I'm not going out, so I can't really tell. I know, there are still people who are getting yelled at for going out at all anywhere, and I'd like to see that end, because we have to find some sort of happy medium here, like we all talked about. Like, we need to move past heroes and villains in this whole thing, and we need to just quantify things as smart and compassionate and stupid and selfish. And I think if we can get on that scale, then we have a shot at actually making something work for the long term.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Like, on a totally brighter note, I get to have beers with you guys on my computer still. Like, that's a thing. We can still do that thing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Kind of the whole thing of our club.
Everyone was really excited except for Adam Green, who was just like, it was all right when you couldn't.
Well, to be fair, when we're doing this, he can control the volume on his computer speakers.
It's true. It's either that or we could go do this.
Well, it's like that's so terrible.
I'm just saying, we could go make pretzels, human pretzels. Sounds like a party. Look, I
Sam
can't.
Fraser, thank you, Sam Fraser.
Those must be, Yusuf, I think those were sourdough pretzels.
Sourdough pretzel. Guys, I can't wait to go out and have drinks with you guys. It's gonna be a blast. I can't wait to have our episode that we're gonna do live on location from different bars. It's gonna be a real good time. But in the meantime, the last thing I want to do is get sick. So,
Adam Green, have you told Bubby about our plan for a future episode with the allowance she gave you?
I have not.
I'm looking forward to that episode.
Don't spoil it yet. That's
Wait.
Plan to action.
All we're saying is that one of our super fans, which happens to also be Adam Green's grandmother, left us 38 cents to go buy a pack of gum and split it. So we're going to do that, and it's going to be awesome.
No, it's a U.S. savings bond that in 7.5 years we'll be able to have 2 beers apiece.
No,
And really,
she supports my drinking habit. That's all I see.
the next gift will be a silver certificate.
Like, if she gives me money, says here for everyone to go get some drinks. I'm like, okay, I'm drinking.
So I've got some good news, by the way, I want to share with you guys. Next Sunday, I know we've talked about our friends from the Sleepy Whale have another place they've opened up, which is a wonderful cocktail bar that is not open to the public. They're still only doing to go there, called the Golden Pineapple. They have invited us, and we've invited them, so it's a mutual invitation to do a show together, and we'll get to preview some of the drinks there with their bartender on Sunday for the Sunday Day Drink. this coming Sunday. So I am going to go there with a mask on because it is not open to the public, but we'll get to hang out with their bartender and see what's going on. So that'll be a lot of fun. Super excited for that.
Yeah, the timing for them seemed like, I mean, were they supposed to open by now?
They were, yes.
So it's like, and then this all happened. It's like, oh, okay, I guess we're not going to do that. Like, there's never a good time for a pandemic. But if you're opening up a bar, like right before it, like when it happened. Like,
plenty of places, I think, we're planning on opening new ones. And some of them probably will never see the light of day. But I want to go back to one of our old questions that we asked, which was
cheese or chicken.
Mac and cheese
or not chicken.
I would like to forget that episode ever happened, Adam, or at least that part of the episode.
Well, lucky for you, you can drink again, so you can just like kill those brain cells.
Just so you guys know, I waited until just now for us to go live before I had my first drink. So I saved it for this show and for you guys to have with you guys. So cheers.
I'm surprised it wasn't a Truly.
Oh, I thought about it. But I just figured, craft sparkling thing. It was good. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if there's like a good way to describe it, but the fact that it's a sparkling sour blonde ale aged in oak barrels is like a lot more depth than a Truly.
There's a lot going on there, it sounds like.
You know what was good, Yusuf? You've had a couple sips of alcohol and you held the can the right side up.
Hey,
making progress.
See what several weeks of detoxing does for Yusuf?
You know that Simpsons episode where Barney has to go sober to join NASA, and he gets the champagne and he just goes nuts and like, that was non-alcoholic champagne. Like, it begins. Like, that's Yusuf right now. He takes one sip and all of a sudden,
I love it.
So,
hey, sorry, while we're talking about restaurants for a second, had a sad note. One of our friends, Ian from Ground Control, somebody was kind enough, not kind at all, to leave like a 1-star review because their place was disorderly a couple of weeks back. They failed to mention that they were in the middle of a remodel and were not open for dine-in service whatsoever, but they still felt like they should take the time to leave this horrible, shitty review. So less about Ground Control, but more like, let's do the good thing that we can do. If you have thought about it, we've got a lot of free time on our hands. If you've thought about it, if you've gone, if you've picked up stuff at places, if you're going to somewhere and they're doing a great job of social distancing, like, now's the time. This is your call to action for the whole show, is go leave a positive review for these places. We asked a couple of weeks ago, do reviews matter anymore? And all of our restaurateurs and owners were like, yes, they matter a lot. What's happening right now? People have more time to research and make their choices. So 5-star, the places that deserve 5 stars, like, now's the time.
Can we start a campaign to that and just say #offset a Karen?
Ooh.
Revisiting the Karen. Well, I mean, I'm still waiting on Brandon to get his Karen wig to see what we do with that. That should be fun. I didn't know if you just Google Karen wig and that would show up.
I'm sure that skit will be disappointing, and we would like to speak to your manager.
Yeah.
I can't see leaving bad reviews for places right now, though. They're all doing so many crazy things. Even the last 2 months, it's just been adapting and adjusting as they go. Like, unless they're absolutely rude as hell and like maybe just not closing their restaurant down and not doing anything to try to get through this the right way, like, just give them the break. Like, give them the benefit of the doubt right now. Like,
yes.
There's no reason to be like, well, it was a little dirty. I'm not supposed to be in there anyway. So it's like, maybe use your head and say, oh, there might be something going on here because it's clearly a successful establishment. If it was like this all the time, it wouldn't be successful. Like,
has anyone confirmed? I read somewhere that Google disabled reviews for several weeks when this all happened.
I'm sure about that.
Okay, I'm look it up while we're talking because I'm curious if they have. Yelp apparently wide open, but I heard somewhere that Google disabled reviews, and I'm curious if that happened because if places were closed, then why would you review them?
Right. That also runs through, unfortunately, for the places that are doing a good job. If you want to leave a positive review, not every review is negative. The angry people tend to be the most likely to leave reviews, I think, because they're fired up about something. But
I didn't leave a review, but I did post on social media that Los Taquitos on Indian School in Phoenix had all their employees wearing masks, and I appreciated it. And it's delicious.
their food is really good.
Exactly.
I don't know if I've been there.
Their carne asada tacos, and they have lengua tacos.
Now you're making me hungry. You know I'm a late lunch guy. Now I'm starving. Not starving. I hate using that word because people are actually starving somewhere. I'm just hungry.
You're famished. Wait,
Famished. Finished.
never mind.
I mean, you're allowed to be hungry.
Oh, I get that. I am. Yeah. And I can eat during the day now. Crazy.
Hey, everything's coming up Yusuf now.
Everything's going up, Yusuf. Guys, thanks for joining us. Now that we've got a bit of a crowd here, I do want to go back and ask our friends what they're drinking today. But also, what are you doing today? It's Memorial Day. Thank you again for those who served and those who have given the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you very much. But tell us what you're drinking. Throw it in the comments. We want to know what everybody's up to for Memorial Day. I'm just stoked to be having a beverage and the sun being up, hanging out with you guys. I'm sitting outside in 96-degree weather right now, and I don't even care.
Well, yeah. You should be inside, man.
No, why? I can drink water now. Hydrate.
Strong flex, bro.
I like the revelations that Yusuf's coming out now. I can drink water again. Hey, we should drink socially distanced on this show. I don't know what brewery beer is made of.
Adam, when he says he can drink water now, he's talking about a 3% sour blonde ale.
Correct. And not a truly. Not a truly.
I would like to talk about this spawn of burp being delicious. Thank you, Sam Fraser.
Please do. Oh,
That was
Sam,
the First Casual Pint collab, right?
Yep, it's Casual Pint right there on the can.
Sam says he's having Indy's Taste the Rain, bros. Taste the Rain, bros.
Nice.
Taste the rain, bros.
I get it.
I tried Casual Pint yesterday and got the last 2 cans of Study Break because I was surprised to see Study Break there, and like, these are coming home.
So if anyone went to Casual Pint yesterday and they told you that they just sold out of Study Break,
This guy.
that guy, you can blame him.
Oh, please bring it.
We apologize profusely. He's really taking the last drink.
They're like, Adam walks in there like, what would you like to have? He's like, what are you almost out of? I'll take all of it.
No, it's like they have their beer fridge, and I'm looking at stuff. I'm like, oh, Study Break, and I'm like, they still have that. That's crazy. And I looked, I'm like, there's 2 cans here and nothing else behind it. And I'm like, these are probably their last, because it's been out for a while now. So I'm like, this is probably the last of the Study Break, and it's a really good beer. So like, would have been remiss if I didn't take them.
So you would say perceived scarcity affected your marginal utility?
Nope. I was going to buy them anyway. I just found it interesting that it was the last 2 cans they had.
God, Adam
All right.
Ledford sounds such like an undergrad taking an econ class right now.
I just, much like we were talking to a friend who was in the startup space, but he had never watched Silicon Valley. And he was saying that, like, the good thing was that he's getting to watch this amazing, hilarious show. But the bad thing is that all his coworkers have to suffer through him making really funny, on-point jokes that are 3 and 4 years old, because he's just seeing them for the first time, and they're all like, "Yeah, we watched that when it came out." But so that's me. Every new concept that I should have learned 20 years ago, I'm going to share it as the recently enlightened undergrad that I am.
To be fair, like, if I ever knew it to begin with, I don't know, but I certainly would have forgot all that stuff by now. So it's fine.
It brings me
That's my secret leg up, man. I got the superpower of recent knowledge. That's it.
But that brings me to another great question. Have you guys
Recent
noticed
knowledge, beer name.
beer name? True, good beer name. It brings me to another great question. I think a lot of shows that people have seen already just shifted in terms of space, like where the show has been, whether it used to be on Hulu and now it's on Netflix or something like that. One of them, for example, is Community. And I watched Community back when it was on television. And now I feel like people are making Community references on a regular basis. And I'm just like, this is really old. This is super old.
You're a community hipster.
I mean, a lot of us are community hipsters. That was a great show.
I never watched it. I'll look into it.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is shameful. How dare you?
Great. It's an awesome show. Oh, Brett left the screen. He's like, screw that.
Yeah, I figure we'll take him off the screen for a little bit just because, you know, he wasn't there anymore.
He's literally back already.
Yeah, because this little guy was screaming at me. He wanted to let me let in.
You look so evil when you're petting the cat like that with the camera. Like the top of your head is missing. You're just kind of like, you're not precious.
Oh boy, did he just meow?
Yeah. I've been expecting you.
Yeah, you need
He was out in the hallway. I had the door closed and he was meowing at me, so I had to go get him.
Brett, does your chair swivel? Can you swivel like backwards so we see your back, and then you just slowly turn around and?
Oh, the Dr. Evil? Yeah.
That's all. That's what I wanted. Thank you.
The highlight moment of today's show, ladies and gentlemen, that you can go back and watch, will be watching Brett Berry swivel in that chair while holding a tiny kitten.
You know what really makes it less intimidating? When his tiny little pathetic mew comes out. Isn't that right, buddy?
It's more of a roar.
You know what the funny thing is?
What's that?
Oh, I was gonna say the funny thing is, ever since we got this little guy, like 2 days ago, Ren has suddenly stopped meowing because I'm pretty sure she's like, Jesus Christ, is that what I fucking sound like? And she's just like silent now all the time. Oh my God.
How long do you have to name the kitty? Like, what's the timeline on when you should have a name in place? How does that work?
I mean, I haven't checked the Arizona State statutes in a while, but I'm pretty sure it's you have a little bit of time. Also, it's a cat, so it's not going to respond when you call it anyway.
The name is just for you guys.
Well, just so you know, mine does. So,
Wow.
There you go.
but
But your cat loves the smell of hookah.
my cat loved the smell of hookah, and for some reason, my cat also ate couscous. We have no idea why. Cat just ate couscous. Like it was normal.
You should have a cat named Couscous.
Thought about
Missed
it.
opportunity.
Thought about it. Couscous would be a great name for it. Well, you can name that one Couscous. It's orange.
I feel like you rejected my vote so quickly. If you're doing Ren theme, you should name it King Snake, like the toughest little cat on earth.
It's hard to name something king snake when it just goes meow.
What about Fresca?
It's ironical.
Fresca, that sounds like that shitty soda.
And what color was it?
Oh. I thought it was green.
Sam Fraser did say he dubbed the new little dude Milo.
Maybe we need an Otis.
So Sam Fraser also, when we were talking about how we liked Wally and Bert, and he said just name it Walbert.
I don't name it Walbert.
I don't know why I saw Mark Wahlberg in my head the moment you said that. And then I imagined a really bad Boston accent.
Please, how did it sound in your head, Yusuf?
Oh, I can't describe it. It's way too difficult, guys. Sorry.
Oh, you sure you don't want to give it a shot?
Yeah, it's okay. It's really fine. For some reason, right now, I feel like if I were to attempt a Boston accent, I'd come out sounding like Christopher Walken. I'd be like, guys, that's it. Like, I got as far as guys, and you were like, that's terrible stuff.
To be fair, better than normal.
Yeah.
Actually, Brett got that cat as a therapy animal just to be able to cope with you doing the occasional Boston accent. It really gets him through those tough moments.
Incredible. This is my legacy from the start of the show, is that I can't do a Boston accent.
It was long before the start of the show, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's just now that the general public knows, and it's on the internet.
It's always been the legacy of your. It's always been the legacy of your life, Yusuf. You just didn't realize it until 6 months ago.
Well, I appreciate you guys. Well, nobody's thrown in their thoughts here as potential cat names for our dear friend. And
did you guys see the headline? It was like, CDC or whatever says dogs can't give you coronavirus related. If cats could, they would.
Yeah, cats can't give it to you, but if they could, they would.
Like they want to.
That's not right.
I just am picturing like a vial of coronavirus on a counter, and the cat just kind of walking up to it and then like batting it in your face.
First of all, why are you carrying around a vial of coronavirus? Second of all, you were asking for it by putting it on the counter. It's a cat. That's
fair.
That's tradition in the Wuhan province of China.
what's the ignorance that seeped through my ears just now. It's just, I don't know why. It hurts in here.
I haven't said the worst thing on this show, actually.
Probably not. Probably not even close.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for all your input, everybody. I guess we'll go with Wally.
Well, I mean, Wally's not but Wally's their dog, right? Like Wally's a dog. There's so many beer names they have that you could do.
I like Wally. I don't
Pubber.
Sure.
Name your kitty Pubber, or Joe Max, or Who Hit John.
I think we have no choice here. I think what's going to happen is Ellie wins this one, and it's going to be Sherbert.
I think it's going to be Ellie's vote is going to be the strongest one. I also liked Oscar or Oliver. We call him Ollie.
Those seem like really solid cat names for a tiny little orange tabby. Also, he's basically the size of one hand, right? Like just, yeah, that's it.
He's got enormous ears, though.
Is he falling asleep?
Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, thanks for joining us for the wildlife episode of Social Distance Drinking Club.
Hey, all you cats and kittens out there.
I knew it was going to take a matter. It was only a matter of time before we turned this into a Tiger King reference. That's it. What do we got? You have the blurry cam today, by the way, Ledford.
Oh, do I? Oh, dang, I really do. And I'll fix that in a second. So it is Moonraker Deafening Silence, Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels for 18 months, cocoa nibs, vanilla, and orange zest. Julie wanted to try this the other day, and we didn't get to it, and so we're doing it now because it's amazing.
Try it right now. Like, oh man, I hope you enjoy it.
Like, there's a whole fridge full of obligation, and I figure you guys will be happiest knowing that I'm saving weight ratios for you, since none of you could seal the deal on that. So
Thank you.
Don't tell me about other beers. You're getting weight ratio.
Thank you. By the way, fridge full of obligation, beer name.
Yes.
Adding.
Just type it away. When we get to the point where we can sell these to somebody, maybe breweries will start going, guys, we're running out of beer names. What do you got? We
We clearly should just sell a beer name Mad Libs booklet at craft breweries.
That would be fun.
That's a good
It's actually
idea.
not a horrible idea.
Now that you've said it out loud, said it out loud, someone's going to be
Copyright 2020 trademarked.
Yeah. Let me just put this up on the screen so I can yell at somebody later. With no legal binding whatsoever, I'm still gonna have a chance to yell at someone.
No, I do think if you have public record of you saying that you're trademarking something, I think that actually can hold up in court if you eventually get it trademarked.
Well, luckily I know a guy who knows a lawyer. So
Yeah, she definitely specializes in patent law. I think you.
No, you're mistaken. The common mistake. It's maritime law.
Gotcha.
Can she hear you? I just really hope she can.
No.
Your name, Mad Libs, sounds like fun. Sounds like a game we should type up and have ready to go for one of these episodes.
Actually, to be honest, beer name Mad Libs.
Beer name.
Wow.
Did you Tombstone, who's like they just run out of names and they're just naming things just like the most like dull possible thing, like basic name for their beers because they're like whatever, they have ideas.
What are they?
I like that they just run with style names for the most part, and then the other nomenclature is like you walk outside and what's the first thing you hear a random drunk person in Tombstone, Arizona say? Like, boy, you're dumber than the spawn of Earth. And they're like, get it now. No, I love their beer names. What are you talking
No,
about?
no,
Little
they're
Baby
great, like what they've done. Like, but I feel like there was the IPA they did recently that was just like all out of names or something like I forget what it was called, but
All the hops.
they've done the things like all the hops. Yeah, it's like okay, great. Like they.
Well, no, the all out of names was a joke because the Evar EVAR was that the lager that they did, and it was the whole State 48 Mario Rana like debacle. But then like with the shittily drawn can art, and that was I think their joke was all out of names. Like it wasn't. Now that I'm saying that, let me please continue explaining this joke. It'll be so fun.
All the best require explanation.
If you just say State 48 or Mario's name 3 more times, you will Beetlejuice him, and this will get shared 400 times by the end of the day. So just be careful. I don't want to get Beetlejuiced.
That's
actually just by virtue of the fact. What's that?
I don't want to get Beetlejuiced. Beer name.
God damn it! So many good beer names today.
No, I think I might be in trouble just for saying the phrase "State 48 debacle." Like now, I'm blacklisted somewhere as a result.
You're on a list. Hey, how does it feel to be on a list? Huh?
But he can still fly.
It's like we're brothers now.
Oh, he's still on the no-fly list. It's just a different no-fly. He can't fly into the bars, my friend. You know the old adage, "You fly, I buy." He can no longer fly. That's it.
Wow.
Got it.
Screwed the boot on that one.
Boston accent?
That was my Boston accent. Yes, thanks. At some point, people must be joining the show going, are they still talking about the Boston accent? God damn it.
At some point, you have to attempt it for them so they know what it sounds like.
We did it once. We have done it once. Not doing it again.
He has attempted it every episode. He didn't realize it.
Thanks, guys. You're all very
The
pleasant.
intro every time a beer can cracks, Yusuf's Boston accent conditioning kicks on.
It is getting a little warm out here. I may move inside. There's potential that I might move inside.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. We moved inside. So, man, this is a trip. It's nice to be having a drink while doing the show. At the same time, it's like distracting because now I'm going, well, I need to go open another beer. So, gentlemen, help me choose. I've got a few things I'm going to go grab out of the fridge, and you guys can help me choose what to drink next. How's that sound? Well,
I'll shop your food.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, so I made a trip to the Sleepy Whale today before the show and picked up a few things. So see what we got. I think the rest is mostly IPAs. I may have another lager. Oh, I did get the Mexican lager from Dark Sky.
Nice.
So,
I'm curious to know how that is.
I'm curious too. Maybe that's the next one. Maybe I stick to the lager train for this episode. That might be fun.
I think my next one is going to be the Cigar City collab, Not a Single Feeling, that got cracked open accidentally this morning.
Guys, that's a story that we should quickly tell. We had a beautiful set of Cigar City collabs that Adam Ledford helped acquire for the group. And it was how many bottles, Adam? 6?
6 or 7. Right?
6 or 7 bottles. It was all the Catador like anniversary collaboration releases.
Right. And we went through
many.
I think it was 7.
I think it was 7.
A few of them just before the pandemic started.
We got through
that's
5 out of the 7 when we last met up because we couldn't stop opening other things in between all of them.
what we went
That
through.
was when we wrote the song, the COVID-19 acoustic guitar song.
Little did we know. We were
a generation.
2 weeks later, man. But unfortunately, we left behind. Was that the last bottle?
No, there's one other one that, honestly, I'm happy that it was not the one that got dropped out of the cabinet, because that one I think has like marshmallow in it, and that's the one I was more excited about. The one that fell out was the sherry barrel-aged one, which I think was like the lowest rated of all 7 too.
But still, it fell out. The bottle
What's
got
that?
So I was just going to say, people are finicky about sherry barrel beers, but they tend to be wonderful. You just have to enjoy that characteristic. I think it's right there with like anise or star anise, however you want to say it, in a beer. Like if you hate the taste of licorice, you'll never like that beer, but it doesn't mean it's a bad beer. Sherry barrel, I think, is the same way. It imparts some really cool mouthfeel and like big, round, rich flavors in there. But a lot of people just don't like that taste at all.
Yeah, it was sitting in a cabinet, not chilled, and Ellie opened a drawer, which clipped the top of it, which made it fall out, which made the very corner of the bottle cap bust open just ever so slightly. So, moral of the story, I put it in a glass growler immediately and put it in the fridge to cool it down a little bit. And that's apparently what I'm going to have a whole lot of later tonight.
Listen, I told you, I'll come by with a mask on and just Oliver Twist at the door, like, more stout, please. More stout, please. And I'll just wait. You keep bringing it to me.
Hey, that was a solid accent, Yusuf.
Hey, thanks. It wasn't
accent. Nailed it.
Nailed it. The rest of them, no issues at all. I'm going to go grab something out of my fridge and probably move inside because I'm sweating bullets out here. But in the meantime, don't forget, look at that cat. Let me look at the cat.
That's like catception because he's still holding the cat that we've now screenshotted.
It's true. I'll be back.
You just came to.
So, Brett, I feel like because I had a beer spillage thing earlier in the week, the problem was I didn't know which beer it was. So I put a bunch of beers back in my fridge, and some beers fell out of this little fridge, and there was like a small little puddle of beer, and I'm like, the hell? Like nothing's open. And I took every beer that fell out, and like I turned it around and to see like where's the beer coming from, so I'll know to drink it. Nothing came from any of them.
I was gonna say, you know how you know which one it was? It was the empty one.
But so I put them all back.
You weigh them?
I turned them all over and around. Like if there was a leak, I assume beer would have come out when I was, testing them, and nothing came out of any of them. So I'm like, there's probably a beer in there that's going to be really bad by the time I ever get to it. And I'm going to be like, oh, it was this one. But and that sucks because if I knew which one it was, I would have just drank it, that day. But I was going to start pounding all these stouts and stuff on I think it was Wednesday or Tuesday, just because.
After you got through the first 10, you're like, you know what? I don't think I'm finding it tonight.
Yeah. I had some other problems to worry about. So, it's a bummer that beer broke a little bit. You have to drink it when you weren't expecting to, but at the same time, at least you'll get to do that. Beer's good to drink anyway.
Honestly, of ones that were in the cabinet, that's probably the one I'm most okay with having that happen to. Somebody just
if we're hearing sneezes off screen, it's because my wife can't control her uncontrollable bodily reflexes. Allergies, holy crap! Allergies have been a bitch for everyone I know now.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing Brett doesn't have a cat allergy.
Yeah, at least.
I think the joke is Brett does have a cat allergy. For those who don't know.
That's the only way you can tell Brett apart from Bizarro Brett. Is the real Brett sneezes violently when introduced to cats. He's been living a lie. He's locked in their basement.
This is the robot Brett.
What's that?
This is the robot Brett right now. And when you see the two of them, it's like, shoot him. He's the face.
No, it's clearly Bizarro Brett because he's not wearing any form of baseball hat for more than 30 seconds.
He's gone through at least 3 different hairstyles today, between the 2 hats and no hat at all.
Hey, Adam Ledford, how many hats do you think are within arm's reach right now of my desk?
The fact that I know you're in your office means about 35.
Most of them are not in the office, but there's plenty.
Okay, you must have moved them since we helped you move. Yusuf!
Hey guys. It's funny. My laptop was like overheating out there. The fan was just going nuts. So.
The fan was going nuts. Bubby was going nuts.
Yeah, I was gonna say, much like our show, we only have one fan, but it's really, really working hard for us.
It's working. Here is the Dark Sky Verano Mexican lager.
I love that 80s color gradient neon fade on the label. That's happiness right there.
They had some good can art, like their logos and labels and stuff for Dark Sky. They're usually pretty solid.
I still hold on to my limited edition barrel aged Cielo Obscura that's misspelled on all the cans.
I think I might have one of those.
Oh, hang on, I've got it real close. I'm not even gonna off screen.
I love that right now we just have Screaming Kitten and 4 total beer fanboys. That's the show.
I mean,
it's always been.
Yusuf, are you sure you didn't die during Ramadan and now you're in heaven?
This might be it. You're right. Where is my cat so I can outcat you? No, I can't outcat you. There's no way I can outcat that cat. It's not happening today, man.
Look at this little guy.
We can't do good, but come on.
By weight, you could outcat him.
Actually, not when I include Ren.
No, I mean you've doubled down on the outcatting. That doesn't work anymore. But
Good old barrel aged Cielo Oscuro.
And the sequel to that was Cielo Verde.
They need to make that. They 100% make Cielo Verde. Ryan Sandlin, I know you're watching somehow because you don't work 19 hours a day. That's your beer name. We're giving it to you.
Oh boy, those were my favorite moments with Zizou back in the day. That's like
oh God.
God.
He's ready to go down. All right, he's away.
Yeah, dude, that tail, holy cow.
Yeah. His tail is, you know what the best part is? When he starts playing with Ren, his tail gets very erect and he tries to fluff it and it looks like a swizzle stick.
Hey man, I told everyone this was a family-friendly show earlier, so
You guys are about to compare your pussies, though.
it's true. Zizou, come here.
Pussies on parade and erect tails. This is the highlight of the show.
Yep. Yeah, we know.
Happy Monday, everybody. Is it not Sunday? Are we sure it's not Sunday?
You know, I was walking away and heard Adam Green's joke, and I'm shocked he's not distanced.
I thought about it, but you know what? I'm celebrating today. I'm not going to distance Adam Green.
Also, tell me I was wrong to make that joke.
It was a good joke. It was a good joke. It's not a joke. Who was yelling at you?
But I'm not going to tell you were right.
Definitely not happening.
I can expect that.
What are you guys doing today? Outside of this, obviously. Oh, Brisket wants to say hey. He got jealous of all the cats on screen.
Hi, Brisket.
He's been a pretty good boy today.
Good. Great. You just jinxed it.
Yeah, right.
Higher pitch. Like, started talking about Brisket, and Ledford went up a couple levels with his voice.
Got to get that deep nostril clean. Oh.
This really is the wild episode of Social Distance Drinking Club. But just so everybody knows, Brisket is still alive and has not been eaten yet. So
never. How could you? Even on his worst days, he still looks like this. It gets him away with murder. This guy. Oh, he's adorable. You're adorable.
He kind of looks like Anwar Sadat in the movie the I Love You Man, the dog named after Anwar Sadat.
See, there's a certain level of intelligence in this show that I think a lot of people might not follow. But making an Anwar Sadat reference and 2 beers in is something that the 4 of us all fucking cracked up at, and then I watched people leave.
We're like, that guy's being racist. We gotta go.
He kind of the alien dog in Men in Black that was at the newspaper or something.
Oh yeah, that was a pug.
Yeah.
Didn't
smush his face in, and that's the dog.
Who played that character?
Smush his face in. Just smush his face in.
Who
Oh, yeah. All right. There's the pup date for the day.
Pup
My
date?
guy's flying down next to me. He doesn't care about being on the show today.
We haven't gotten anything out of Puppy today, like the last couple of days. I was asking for photos or anything you had. You didn't want to send us Dexter with beer?
No.
Well, he's not important to the show.
How long
is
that
that
last?
the same? It's just him looking at Adam going, "You gonna feed me or what?"
That's about right. Or he just attacks the TV apparently because Dexter is actually probably a Rhodesian Ridgeback. He fights mountain lions and shit.
He wants to, when he thinks he's tough, he absolutely thinks he would do that.
You've had mountain lions come by your house, right?
No.
Bobcat. Sorry, you had a bobcat.
No.
What was on your Wise Cam? What was on your Wise?
Huh?
What was on your Wise Cam? You had
that one time, like this giant kitty just walked across it was a cat.
Did you just fucking giant kitty? No, it wasn't a giant kitty.
It was a really big kitty.
No, it wasn't.
Let's post a survey for the 4 people who are watching this show. We're gonna post up a picture later, and you're gonna say, "Is this a giant house cat? Yes or no?"
It was not. It was not a giant house cat.
It was just a cougar that came home from Desert Ridge on a Saturday night.
It was just a big cat.
It wasn't a big cat.
Oh.
I'll give you. I'll tell you what. I'll give Brett's answer more credit than that. Cougar that came home from Desert Ridge on Saturday night. Beer name.
Oh.
I'll find you that video. I have it somewhere, and then we can put it out. Into,
I thought it was a large wild cat.
No, we definitely gotta poll the crowd on this.
We need a photo, and I can't find it on it. Wait, yes, there it is. There it is.
Yes, let's put it to the court of public opinion. It never.
Okay. In watching this a second time, this is just a giant cat.
You thought it was not that.
When was the last time you saw a bobcat or wildcat in the heart of Central Phoenix?
Wait, right in the heart of Central Phoenix. Right.
It's like, where do you think I live?
I had to go to Instagram to find that, and then the next video that it suggested for me to watch was a cat doing exactly what you said, Brett, and climbing up into the shelf of someone's kitchen and just knocking over their shit. Wait for it. It's so good. It's just...
Oh, that's a Bengal cat, too.
Oh, yeah.
What? Bottle of oil? Fuck you. That's it.
I mean, cat videos are like
Nice.
40% of the internet, and the rest is not appropriate for a family-friendly show.
No, but we don't have a family-friendly show. That was a joke.
Not anymore. That ship sailed a long time ago.
Way long time ago. That one time we all took our shirts off?
Not all of us.
Fair. It was just Adam Redford.
If the people want to see the nipples, I got to show them the nipples. That's just the way it goes.
But you know what's funny? That's our most popular episode, Adam. It's got like 4,000 views, and it's just you shirtless for 20 minutes. So
I wasn't shirtless for 20 minutes. I had to.
Like, I'm 2,500 of those views might talk. So,
I mean, to be fair, 500 of those views were Bubby. Bubby.
Gents, I want to pose a question to you guys as we come up to the close of our show today. When can we all hang out?
I don't know.
July 4th.
Is that a good number? Is that it?
July 4th. I'm just going to the next holiday, American holiday.
Can we choose holidays from other countries, like maybe something tomorrow?
Real seriously in mid-June.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's a work day. We don't have to work.
All right. Well, my point is,
Mid-June could work. Mid-June could work because that gives us 2 weeks to stay in solitude and preserve each other's safety and comfort.
But are we doing that? Is everybody going to stay in solitude for the next 2 weeks?
I mean, we're still minimizing our exposure to anything. I mean, like a couple of people at a time, pretty far away is all that we've been doing. Like I feel very confident in our procedures up to the point that you can't be scared of actually living or breathing. But I feel really good about where we've been so far.
Well, I'm okay with that. I just miss hanging out with you guys. And now that I have spent a few weeks not sipping with space, now I'm back to sipping with space, and it's making me sip. I will say that I walked in the Sleepy Whale today and almost wanted to stay there because I saw people sitting at the bar. I didn't even know these people. I just wanted to sit and have a beer with them. You know, I see people, but they have added extra distance to the Sleepy Whale, where now there's like a very particular pathway to go for your to-go stuff versus going over to the actual seating area. And it wasn't busy, but I did hear that they were slammed yesterday, just like everyone else.
You know, that's one thing that I see when I like drive by places, and it's hard to know is like, because like Ellie and I went to the Tortoise and we kind of hung out there for a little bit, but it was pretty crowded, so we left pretty quickly. And like you see people in groups, and it's like, how do you know who is distancing with people that are like part of their, their household versus people that are just not observing the rules, right? Like, and that's something like I've been finding that's like I don't know the answer to that, and at least for now, it's like I'm going to err on the side of caution. It's an added layer of like as you start to venture out and dip your toe in the water and going out there, you just don't know.
I'd love to see like this is so dumb, but like just for me, just for my peace of mind, I'd love to see like a little Clippy badge. Like you show up at a place and you've got 6 people and they say, "Great, you're green. Oh, you 4 people, you're blue," or something like that, and then you just visually can see super easily. I know it's a lot to ask for people.
No, that's not a bad idea.
Well, I'm surprised they haven't started doing that for like people that have like had antibody tests that ostensibly means they're immune, like to say like, hey, I'm good to go back to work or whatever. But
that's not what that means.
We don't know shit about that. We can't prove anything about that at all.
It's highly likely though.
But the idea too of like the color coded things, it's like, I mean, who does that benefit? Like just because we see a group of 7 people, if they're all in the same household, doesn't change the fact that we're not part of that household anyway. Like they're not observing the rules, they're not observing the rules, are the way they should be. But that doesn't help us. It doesn't help us to know that, because even if they were a different color, they're all the same color, we wouldn't go near them anyway, probably. Because we don't know them. We're not part of it.
Many times, as we've now said, like separated by color, I think that this is a bad idea, and I take it all back.
So
Adam Green would be like, I see that group of brown shirts. I don't want to walk over there.
We'll give them group numbers, Adam Ledford. We'll give them group numbers. No,
Please don't do that either.
Let's serialize if we could.
No numbers.
Yeah. We could have a stamp that
you like a stamp with a number on it. Yeah.
Put it.
No, this show's over.
And we're done.
No. Listen, I thought about this yesterday when I saw the stuff going on in Scottsdale. I thought to myself, like, what if people hanging out who had table service in Scottsdale were told that they could only have the people who they had on their list at their table? Now, yes, to your argument, Adam Green, it doesn't mean that they're all in the same household. I don't think anybody fucking cares if they're in the same household. They were going to hang out at someone's house today, or they were going to come to the club today. That was going to happen regardless.
Yeah.
But at least they're in their own bubble and they're doing their own thing. So if that's the case, then maybe, sure, they're table numbers, Adam. How's that? They're not.
Just stamp on them that says bottle rat.
I just don't know if it benefits, like how it would really change the dynamic. Like you drove by, you'd feel better, I guess, that people are observing proper distancing, but I just don't know if it would make a difference for everyone else.
Are you saying with table numbers now, instead we should confine people to their reservations?
No. What he's saying, Adam Ledford, is he wants to have them concentrated in small camps.
Hey guys. Are you suggesting that maybe there be an area of refuge?
God.
If only we could set some sort of no man's land in between the particulars. This is considered highbrow humor, everyone.
This is highbrow humor. This is I'm telling you right now, this humor is on par with humor that people paid to watch last week, and I was a part of that. So
okay.
Now that you said that, you won't be a part of it going forward.
Probably not. There's a reason I haven't had that phone call come in, I guess. But yikes.
Good call, Sam Frazier.
What do you mean dark, Sam?
He's talking about stouts.
Boys, I've had a blast.
Oh, it's been great.
Everybody walk away from their computers slowly. No, I was just kidding. Come back, everybody. It's not over yet.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, in a way, it is probably over after this one.
Probably is.
If we're being honest with ourselves.
This is it. Slancha.
Lunch indeed. Gentlemen, it is a pleasure to share a beverage with you. As always, thank you for those of you who watched, all 7 of you. It's been a real good time. Salud, and we'll see you. We will see you on Thursday. Cheers.
Happy Memorial.